unrivaled performance. Our team of experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm gonna go really fast because it's been raining all week and I can feel it's trying to rain right now. I wish I had more time to share this beautiful car behind me, Mr. Martin's 2024 Chevrolet E-RAY Corvette. Those of you that don't know what the E-RAY is, essentially it's a Stingray and a Z06 kind of a hybrid, and I'll kind of go into details of why I say that. The Stingray comes with a 495 horsepower pushrod engine. This car comes with a 495 horsepower pushrod engine called an LT2 engine, which powers the rear wheels. What separates this from the Stingray is it also has an electric assist motor for the front for an extra 160 horsepower. So this is the first Corvette ever built that is essentially an all-wheel drive Corvette. Now it's an electric assist for the front. I'll go into more detail as well. And also about being a hybrid for a Z06. When you look at this thing, it looks sexy as hell because it has a Z06 wide body look to it. Same body as a Z06, as well as beautiful carbon brakes, big carbon brakes on it. So again, it has a little bit of both. That makes it very unique is the electric motor. So Mr. Martin has this car. This thing is built from GM to do quick accelerations, stoplight to stoplight, and just dead hook and go. All Corvettes that we've ever done and worked on are all rear-wheel drive cars. Once we get to a certain horsepower level, traction becomes an issue, right? So GM's main thing by building the mid-engine Corvette was to give us traction. Well, we start making more horsepower, and as some of y'all that may or may not know, the ZR1 coming out in the future with 1,000 horsepower, traction's gonna be an issue, right? So they put the engine in the back to give us as much traction as possible. And now with this car, with the electric assist up front, now we have all-wheel drive to dead hook and go. So Mr. Martin has a car that he enjoyed, but he knew it was electric. He wanted it to sound better than stock, and as all performance guys, we want more horsepower than stock. So we did our full, complete heads and cam package, gaining 100 horsepower. Let me pop the hatch and kind of really can't see much of it, but I want to show you how the hardtop convertible looks. I'll stop it right there real quick. So again, with the cover on it, you can't really see the engine. All you can see is the carbon fiber cold air intake we did to it. But as always, we dropped the whole drivetrain out of it. When it comes to the engine, a complete CNC cylinder head goes on it, custom grind cam. These things have displacement on demand, so we're 4 cylinders shut off on the highway. We change the lifters out so it stays in 8-cylinder mode all the time. As always, American Racing headers, and the way that he wanted the car to sound, we kept the stock catalytic converters on it, and we did a Corsa dual mode catback exhaust, and y'all can see this thing looks absolutely beautiful and sounds incredible in my opinion. Just like the C7s I always talk about, guys, you get the best of both worlds. You can have it loud when you want, and then you can close it and have it sound like a stock vehicle when you want. So again, Mr. Martin wanted that extra horsepower. He wanted people to hear him when he pulls into a car show or even just to a parking lot. And that's why we chose our heads and cam package. He wanted the whole world to know it wasn't an all-electric Corvette. And when you pull up to a stoplight, when y'all hear this thing idling, the whole world knows it is not all electric with that camshaft in it, with a little shake that it has at idle. But all in all, guys, this thing turned out awesome. The baseline on it, we did something that I don't think anyone in the world has done. I wanted to show the world and show you guys at home how GM built this car and what they planned on doing with it. And I think we kind of illustrated it very well. We have 2 dynamometers at our shop. So we have a Mainline Hub Dyno, which we hooked the rear wheels to, and we have our old DynoJet that we hooked front tires to, so that both tires can be spinning at the same time. And we measured horsepower during our dyno pull, and it did exactly what we were expecting. The Hub Dyno is a little stingy, reads a little bit less than our DynoJet. So the rear wheel numbers, we started off with 392 rear wheel horsepower. The electric assist, they rate that motor at 160 horsepower. It laid 152 to the tires. But as speed increases, I'll say it went from 152 miles an hour, about 90 miles an hour, it was only given about 55 horsepower, about from 90 miles an hour and up. We just, in my head, did exactly what GM advertises. We showed a pushrod 6.2 liter motor in the back that they claim 490 horsepower, 495, whatever they call it, make 400 rear wheel horsepower. And the electric assist, I think they claim 150. I should probably do some research before I say all this, but I think 150, and we're showing exactly 150 rear wheel horsepower at the hit. And at these cars, the way they work, let's say from 0 miles an hour, we have 150, but as speed increases, the electric assist, because it's electric assist, goes down. So right at the hit of that dyno pull, we have 150 horsepower from the front, and then as speed increases, you can see it slowly go down to 0. We're down to 50 horsepower, sorry. But yeah, very cool simulation. I don't think I've seen, I don't get on the internet much, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone simulate or try to simulate what we're doing here. I think we've seen people on all-wheel drive dynos just give you one number. It's cool to show what the back's doing compared to what the front's doing. GM designed this thing to take off from a stoplight, or if you're drag race like quarter mile racing, for the 8th mile to be hauling ass, and then as speed increases, it's really all the horsepower is from the rear wheels from, let's just say 90, 100 miles an hour and up. The electric motor really isn't helping that much. It's just to get you out of the hole, or for short bursts, if you're in 3rd gear and you want to go from 40 to 80 really quickly, it's there for you. So again, all in all, it turned out awesome. We made 392, we baselined it. When I finished it with the heads and cam, I stopped around 465 rear wheel horsepower. So it was a solid roughly 75 rear wheel horsepower gains over stock. And the horsepower curve and the torque curve picked up all the way across the board. The big takeaway from me, from driving a base Stingray versus this, with the camshaft in it, anything above, I'll just say, 4,500 to 6,500 RPMs, they peter out about 5,800 RPMs with a stock camshaft in it. With our camshaft and our cylinder heads in this package, this thing will try to pull to 7,000 RPMs. If you look at our dyno graph, at 6,600 RPMs, the graph is still going up to make 465. So if we could tune the transmission and I can shift it at 7,000, this thing would make probably almost 500 on our hub dyno. It makes 465 on the hub dyno because of we can't rev it higher and because we can't shift it higher. On the DynoJet, it'd probably be closer to 500 just because of the dynos, they read a little bit different. But all in all, 75 rear wheel horsepower gain from this package. Sounds good, drives good, and wait till you see, I'm about to go test drive it now to show you before the rain comes, just some short little bursts to show you guys what this thing can do from a stoplight. It is incredible. I had a small window yesterday to only make one little pass before it started to rain, and it looks like rain's coming, so I'm gonna haul ass and do it right now. closed and open. It sounds good. Is that loud enough? Oh, okay, hold on. Let it warm up a little bit and I'll pre-rev it for you. It's not warm enough to rev it all the way up, but you get the idea. I'm gonna put it in traction control off. I'll put it in race 1. I mean, that is incredible. That is sick. That thing just dead hooked. It actually spun a little bit on the 1-2 shift. I can hear the tire spinning on the 1-2 shift and even the 3-4 right there. That shows you, I know we're making more horsepower now than stock, because stock, it was not doing that. So that felt really good right there, and that's traction control off. But again, that just shows you, in my opinion, I think my wife could even do that. Now, she's gonna get scared because of how fast the G's it pulls. But golly, that felt so good. There you go. That right there, a 2.2 spinning on the 1-2, 2-3 shift. Again, we don't have the best conditions right now. Again, it's been raining like crazy, so the surface isn't the best, and obviously the DA here in Houston with the humidity and how bad the air isn't the best. But to go at 2.2 over and over again, super consistent. I know on a good surface with better air, I know for a fact this thing will go 2.1, 2.0, and I think at a track, I think even with just this package, I think a 1.9 is possible. But again, that's kind of my rant on this vehicle. It's definitely different. You can tell we are in the year 2024. 2025 is around the corner, and yes, everyone's heard that the ZR1 is coming out. It's going to be a while before you can get your hands on it, and I think it's going to be a limited run. I don't think they're going to build as many as people think right away. Hopefully they will build more and the price will come down, but they're going to be pretty pricey. So again, if you don't know which route to go, if you don't have a Corvette yet and you're thinking about what to do, give us a call and we'll try to shoot you in the right direction. But like right now, I put it back in touring mode, the exhaust is closed, this thing is driving like a stock vehicle. I can come to a stop, it shifts good too. And again, we can't tune the transmission yet and it's still shifting good. We can do stuff in the ECM to help it shift better, just like we do with the turbo cars and the boosted applications. But come to a stop, idle's excellent. You can see the tach jumping about 50 RPMs up and down because of the camshaft and the way that we have it. I like it to have a little bit of rock to it. I think the customer's gonna like it. Again, this thing was sick. Again, I wish we had more time to make more footage of it. Again, it's starting to sprinkle on me again right now, so probably in this video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If y'all have questions about this E-RAY or about the platform at all and what we did to it or what we can do to it, comment below. I want to know what you guys have to think, or what y'all guys think about this platform in its current form, stock, modified, and what to do to it. So comment below, let me know what you guys think, or what would you want done to it if it was your E-RAY. But Mr. Martin, you're gonna have a fun ass car to drive for the weekend. You're gonna enjoy it this Labor Day weekend. And the hard top convertible, guys, also helps this thing look super sick. I'm not a convertible guy, but the soft convertibles, I'm not a fan of. The hard top convertibles, especially the C8s, especially the E-Rays or the Z06s with the wide body, man, they look phenomenal. So again, I'll stop my rambling. I'm gonna Nothing's hard to beat. Anyways, I'm having fun. Rain's coming. I'm gonna get back to the shop. Until next time, guys.